Yeah, well, of course. We have Challengers Cup coming up for our Master Cycle here in this season. For both North America and Europe, kind of changed it up from our previous seasons, where our top 10 teams between the regions and each region, they're all competing amongst each other in round robin format for these weekly matches. And meanwhile, all the ranks below, the diamond, gold, silver, bronze, they're all competing to earn their way towards that division, of course. And when it comes to the Challengers Cup, once every 6 weeks, 3 times a season, will be those top teams from Diamond going up against the lower couple teams in Master for each region and just trying to fight for their lives and trying to fight to make it to that postseason. So as we do start here in this first round, you got to remember for both Smash Dash and Everest here, uh, kind of in that lower third of Master in Europe, these wins could be important. That shot was nearly in, and Bad Elmo the rebound.
So we are about 30 seconds into this first round between Smash Dash and Everest. So we'll be picked up at the ceiling by Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo is going to get stunned now. That's a denied opportunity from this defense. Smash Dash now at the floor. They're going to lose it. So a lot of pressure just outside this bubble. This offense going to get that cut. That's not going to be good. It's going to be picked up off the rebound, off the backboard. That's not going to be good either. So Smash Dash is going to come away with that defensive stop.
Yeah, they will. Well, fast start, certainly, and a fast shot from Sendo. Not quite as certain on the connection, but Bad Elmo is there for the recovery. Over to Martin the Third at the cloud. Needs to be careful because there are a lot of converging defenders. He tries to slice it over to the side. A steal from Sendo. Another shot from Sendo, and send in for 3.
And that's what Smash Dash needs. We saw them play up against, I believe it was Hellbent last week. And admittedly, I talked with Dej. Dej said that they were struggling. That was one of the worst games that they played. And I'm hoping that, I'm seeing it right now. They may have turned that energy around there. Now playing on venues today, and they're looking to bring all of it. So with that, that's going to be a pass attempt towards the bubble, towards the shield. You can see that stack come through, get that stun. Now picking up will be Little Rad. So Little Rad, formerly of the Phantoms team that dissolved earlier this season. And that's been a huge change this season. After halfway through the season, the Phantoms dissolved. They were top 3 team. And now we get to see this exodus of extremely powerful players finding their rhythm with the existing teams. And that shot looks good. So Little Rad making the difference on Smash Dash with that 3.
Yeah, and that was a quick fire once more. We're seeing these open 3-pointers capitalize upon. Even the missed one earlier, rebounded it, and then got another one after. So 2 quick threes to start here, and you're absolutely right, Sputnik. Well, when you mention teams kind of struggling towards the end of the season, it's even more important that these games are won, not only to keep yourselves out of the bottom seeds of challengers and whatnot, but as importantly as anything, you want to be able to go into the post-regular season with momentum. That shot, a lot of momentum behind that, certainly, but it will careen into the wedge.
And will be picked up by Dej. Dej is going to feed that one forward. Maybe not finding the angle they wanted. It will bounce and go to the lower trap. Will be picked up by Steffo. Steffo setting that one back. Conrad now setting that one further back. So there a lot of good passing in the backfield as they try and get their clears through. And they do have this 3-2 advantage. That shot's not going to be good. So they've missed a few shots right around the edge of the bubble. And they really just need to find these angles. This is another attempt off the backboard. That one's not going to be good.
And just trying to calm it down a little bit and find their flow to the offense. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes here. I think that is a process for both these teams now. And certainly with that kind of pace, you got to think about it. They come into this match, just warming up lightly, casually. That shot from the pass, Bad Elmo to Steffo, that was phenomenal. Great execution. So there you go. You come in from the warm-ups into the game, you're basically going from 0 to 100 miles per hour in just no time flat. So sometimes it does take a minute or two, and we're kind of seeing that calm down now, I think, because that execution was great.
And venues adds a lot of stress to these players. I know some players doesn't really get to them, and I've heard other players say that this is the premier forum to compete within the Echo Arena VRML. So the stress gets to a lot of players, and the jitters are there. And Steffo now looking for an angle, gonna reel back that arm and then decide not to take the shot. So Steffo looking up to Ness. That's not gonna be on target, but at the back line will be Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now sending that to mid, so Conrad with it. Conrad feeding that up to the ceiling, and Steffo looking for an angle this time. Gonna go to that cut, and you see Bad Elmo finishing that. Steffo assisting that, and you see the interference they put on the goalie to create that opportunity. So that's 4 points on the board. Smash Dash losing a little bit of rhythm, It's only a 2-point game now.
Hey, but settling down. And on that first opportunity there, that nest pass to Martin, I think it was, that was some good positioning by Everest. And credit to them. It was actually a good thing that that pass missed because it sailed right back to their well-positioned player over at that Pac-Man Geo, as we call it here in Echo. And uh, will be just because of that, a more open opportunity, a better passing opportunity to get them those shots.
Absolutely. So we are halfway through this first round. It's now a clear going towards that bubble of Everest. Smash Dash with possession and looking for this angle. And Dage is just going to gingerly put that one in right in that corner. The goalie not able to challenge. So now 4-point lead back in favor of Smash Dash.
Yeah, so I like the pace of this kind of excitement. So what you love to see, and you mentioned venues here, definitely a premier platform to view Echo Arena and watch these broadcasts on as well. We're on Twitch for these shows and YouTube gaming, Facebook Live. I mean, all across the interwebs. We're here live and really proud to be on venues to treat everyone to that stadium social experience. Martin III here, very well experienced player, backing it out to Elmo, now Conrad.
Martin the Third, I love that guy. He's been around for a long time. He's one of the the forefathers of competitive Echo Arena. He has a lot of experience, and he's really built this Everest team. And talk about building the Everest team and putting his mark down. Martin the Third will find those 2 points on that cut into the bubble on Smash Dash.
Yeah, and now trading goals. So a couple goals in a row for one team, couple goals in a row for the other team. But starting to find that great rhythm. We're looking at a suddenly now, after the first couple minutes of struggle to find it, we're looking at a higher scoring round here in the master tier, and everyone getting on the board essentially. 3 different players for Smash Dash, 3 players for Everest.
So that pass to mid will be good to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now falling up to Martin. Martin the Third to Stefo. And you see this nice passing rhythm that they're developing that will go to the back line. So Everest, we've seen a lot of good methodology from their passing and their formations. Conrad trying to find these angles. That one's going to bounce a little wide, but be picked up. That slap's not going to be good. So they lost their rhythm there. Smash Dash not able to capitalize on that. That pass is not going to be good. The goalie coming out. And Stefo pouncing, finding that angle. So maybe Street Boo of Smash Dash didn't read that bounce correctly, didn't understand the pressure that was in the bubble. Now it's a tie game.
Kind of unusual too. I mean, it'll happen to every single player on any given day or time. It's an intense match, an intense situation when you're in that arena, so the actions per minute are high. But yeah, Street Boo, normally gonna read those 9 out of 10 times correctly. Certainly one of the most talented goalies you'll find across the arena in any region. But Defo here with a take back and actually maybe chance for 3 in a row, but barely missing Elmo. So that's not gonna tickle him too much, but Dage there with a recovery.
So with possession, looking for this dribble, you can see the stack from Everest able to beat them back onto defense. They're now going to set up in bubble. With it is Street Boo. Street Boo waiting for his teammates to get forward, but maybe doesn't see that pressure from behind. Not able to capitalize on that will be Stefo. And now behind the goal, and Little Rad's going to finish it off. 2-point lead, 2 minutes on the clock. Now in favor of Smash Dash.
Great job there from Lil Rad. That is the second score. Half the points now from Lil Rad, of course, here. But a pair of assists between Sendo and Street Boo to just help it out and space out the floor. But nice speed to convert on the goal, not allow the defense a lot of time to recover. And speaking of speed, look at that rollout here from Everest. Mad Elmo the disc. There's the cross cut, and that was picture perfect spot.
Absolutely. You see, once again, they run that interference on the goalie, get the stun on Street Boo. They recognize how strong of a goalie Street Boo is. And we talk about that all the time. We've seen so much of Smash Dash on venues. Smash Dash, one of my favorite teams in the history of Echo Arena, and Street Boo definitely one of my favorite goalies to watch. And this team knows what they have to do. They have to put pressure on Street Boo to allow for these scoring opportunities.
Some great defensive pressure there now. So was Dage there thinking, well, maybe I have this disc, but no, it's taken back and dribbled down the floor. The connection missed on the disc, but Martin III is there for the rebound. Now this team here in Everest, they are familiar again with this Master Tier. They're familiar with the Challenger Cup, for that matter. They came so close in Cycle 1, And then it was finally cycle 2 where they re-entered the Master Division here this season and looking to maybe retake a lead. But no, the triple dive. Street Boo, Dage, and Lil Rad all converging on there. There's a clear. There's a recovery just about, but past the reach. Unfortunate.
So less than 30 seconds on the clock. This clear not going to go all the way through. It's going to be Street Boo. He's going to barely get that slap forward. Now in the hands of Dage. So 20 seconds on the clock. Now going to Little Red. You can see this offense trying to get forward into that bubble. They don't have enough time. If they get the point on the board, that's going to be it. The stun coming through from this defense. So we may be going into an overtime. Now at the wall will be picked up by Sendo. Sendo has 2 opportunities forward. That's going to bounce wide, but at the ceiling will be picked up. Little Red with the angle. He's going to get stunned. And that will be overtime in this first round. Smash Dash versus Everest.
What a start to venues here today in Europe. And we're starting with an overtime in this deadlock game. Now it's sudden death in this first round. And that was immense. That was intense. And I can't believe that disc didn't go in at some point. But the dives coming out there from Everest were just on point.
And I love watching this Everest team. They always surprise me. They always bring something new to the table, and they're so smart with their play, making the stop right there on Little Red. Bad Elmo now sending that forward to Conrad. Conrad for the cut, but that's not there. It's not on target. It will be at the back line, picked up by Martin.
Yeah, just well positioned to casually grab that rebound, but it will be approached by Lil Rad. So this is going to go over to Steffo, now taken instead by Conrad. Conrad eyeing down from that backboard, but too high on the pass. So definitely the adrenaline here is pumping, and so are those fists on Martin's face as that gets cleared after the brawl, but a quick recovery coming in and overshooting just a little bit, but Bad Elmo is going to be there beyond his reach and just gets there in time.
And he gets the block, too, on that player from Smash Dash. So Bad Elmo feeding that one to the tube. It's going to be picked up by Steffo. Steffo recognizing that defensive pressure, sending it back. That stack from Smash Dash is aggressive right now. And it looks like Smash Dash is kind of playing really conservatively with Street Boo back in the goal. This might be a 1v1. That cross will come through, and that shot's going to be good. So Bad Elmo is going to do it for Everest in this first round. And we will see the first round in overtime go to Everest.
And Bad Elmo, a bad man. That's a beautiful win there. And finally able to hunker down and execute. And what an exciting round. Over to our sidelines. JG, how about that?
Man, that was an intense first round. As an OT is always great in my book, as it was a 10 to 10 before this. Great points by both, going back and forth. As it's gonna be at the beginning of this game, or this round, sorry, it was a lot of back and forth and it was a lot of missed shots, but I feel like the teams just had to warm up. Maybe this is the first game and they just had to get into the groove of everything, and after maybe the first 2 minutes, then everybody started to get in the groove, and that's what caused Everett to come back. Is that it wasn't looking good for them at the beginning, but Smash Dash had those open threes at it, but then Everest came back once again, and they started to tighten up those defenses, making sure that those opportunities from Smash Dash didn't get there. And with that, they slowed down the joust that they had. They made sure that they had the time, and they made sure that they took the opportunities that they had, and that's what gave them that advantage, and that's what helped them down through. So if they can keep that, then that can be really good. But of that, it was great to see how it is, and with the goalie from Smash Dash being really good at what he's doing, taking advantage, stunning. But speaking of that, it will be the second round.
Well, stunning was that first one. Thank you, the JG over there on the sidelines, and thank you guys for joining me, Palador, Sputnik Cobra, and Wonder T-Man on the cams here on Venues, Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming, and these are a bunch of gamers at the pro level doing what they do best, as Martin is going to take control for Everest.
So Martin now sending that forward to Conrad. Conrad to the ceiling to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo's going to send that one a little wide. Steffo challenging Street Boo in the goal. So they continue to do this. They saw a lot of success in the first round. They got to challenge Street Boo. This will be Smash Dash in the bubble. They have an advantage. They might lose it, but out of the goal, the goalie will dive. Dage just going to find a nice 14 meters a second shot right into the center of it.
Yeah, that fake, that kind of windmill fake of sorts, well, juked the goalie out of the socks just about, but With that, 2 points. Yeah, that started off in this first minute of round two. And there's a fast rollout once again. Needs to avoid all those defenders in the mid lane and will successfully do so, at least for those first few passes. Martin, once again, the anchor, the stabilizer, looking for the one pass and right down, but it will be saved and then put back in. Steffo gets it done.
And what does this offense do? They're going to throw that disc off the head of Street Boo. Street Boo will get that save, maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally, but they recognize they didn't get that one in, and they'll immediately stun Street Boo, disabling him, and allow that offense to get the rebound and the shot in for two.
So trying to answer back, an equally fast launch coming in from Smash Dash, and actually that was almost identical on those rollouts we saw there, going across the floor, one side, and then crossing it to the other side at that root Geo. But now looking for the boot Geo. It's Lil Rad backing it out and just finding their spacing here a bit more patiently.
And now that's going to go forward. And Everest, I talked earlier about this, that they surprise me every time, and maybe they're playing too defensively aggressive, mixing up those words, but Everest will make the stop and the clear. That Stack will pursue it through the tubes. They'll get possession. They'll take the shot, but Street Boo is going to be back there to make the save.
Now deep into the other end, that goal is a little bit open, but not for too long. You can see as I say that, I mean, half a second later, no one was at even half court on the defensive stacks. Half a second passes, suddenly the goal is covered. And it is just that kind of pace that we're witnessing here, and we witness quite often. It is so incredibly hard to follow, but in the best of ways, and following it up with another Little Rag goal. 7 points for him.
You can see Steffo putting his arms up, maybe not ready for that, maybe not happy with that. And, you know, that's the one thing that we love to see. I love to see the emotional reactions from the players. Although it didn't look angry, it was maybe my bad. So he's apologizing to his teammates, not able to react to that shot. So Bad Elmo now with it for Everest. Bad Elmo reacting to this defense in front of him. He's going to get that long pass to Martin the third. Martin the third with this opportunity to Conrad. Conrad making the drive. Conrad, another shot. He can't find the angle. That one's going to ding off the side of the crossbar.
Yeah, and couldn't find the angle. Why? Because of the great dive coming in, Street Boo there and Lil Rad. The dive defense, an important part about goalkeeping as well. You know, recognizing those tough angles, trying to go behind the back, I believe. Street Boo dives out to clear it. But yeah, when those discs come out at the awkward angles, just diving out, giving them no chance to really find a better one. That is one of the new developments, or more recent developments as of this last season or two especially, that you're seeing from defenders across the league.
So everyone's going to fly past that disc at mid, at least from Everest, and able to recover back on defense are all four players of Smash Dash. Little Rad's going to send that through the tube. It's going to be stopped by Steffo. You can see these players quickly reacting with their boost, trying to get back into position on defense. Bad Elmo now sending that one cross. It's going to be in the hands of Martin the third. Martin the third under pressure. So we talk about aggressive defenses. We talk about double stacks and pressuring these passes. Now, down below the goal, Bad Elmo up to the shield. Conrad finishing it off, and that's going to be off Street Boo's hands. Street Boo, talk about gesturing. He's putting his hands up there. He's going to say that what I assume is he got that save.
Yeah, but how about the shot attempt as well coming in? Kind of sidewinded it, side-armed it, just hammered it down into the goal. And, you know, regardless of who went off of, the points are going to result in a tie in this match. So halfway through, and it's already a very similar kind of result as we saw in round one, with that overtime at the end, trying to find that shot too high on the angle, softly fading backwards, unable to convert. Dej takes it, clears it, and out once again.
And another missed opportunity from this Everest offense. They've had a lot of shots that have been so close. We saw 2 dings within a minute. If they were able to execute on these shots, they would more than certainly have a larger lead. I mean, that goes without saying, but just this defense from Smash Dash, I think they're getting a mixture of breaks, and they're also covering these angles and putting a lot of pressure on the offense. So the offense can't really execute from Everest.
Yeah, well, and that's one of the parts, too, of this faster-paced offense. I mean, there it is again. Immediate throw, but Sendo was there, just read that one and covered the goal before it had a chance. So nice work by Sendo. But yeah, when offenses are so fast like that, and equally so on the defense, you don't even have a lot of time to think. Look at that. No time to think, no time to blink practically, but no time to sink the shot either. You're just acting. Every action is a lot faster in these kind of situations.
And the pressure is really on. These type of shots, we don't see these misses from these players. So it just goes to show how intense this matchup is. That back pass is going to go to Streepu. Streepu finding that angle off the floor for the clear. Not going to be wide, but able to react is that smash dash forward stack. That shot by me good. It's going to be wide. Now up to the ceiling and be picked up by Dage. Dage now sending that to Nest. And they're going to slow it down. If not, go behind the goal and then another perfect placement in that corner by Dage.
Yeah, we saw that in round one as well. Kind of identical play, except it was Sendo, I believe, in the first round, but same spot, same catch on that backboard, and then same thing where, well, instead of directly into the goal from the back, you know, the goalie doesn't dive you, you just bring it around from the front side there and use that pull for just a little bit of an extra anchor. So nice work there to slow it down, find the appropriate pass and the finish, and there's another clear with another chance, but no, Conrad retakes it, goal exposed, and up high, Sendo recovers again.
So only a 2-point lead to Smash Dash. This defense is going to pick it up on that failed clear. They're going to try and follow it up. They have an opportunity at ceiling and looking to find it at the floor, but getting it will be Martin the third, but not able to find that clear. So in this second round, Smash Dash is trying to get this win to force a third round. They would get a little upset in the first round in terms of statistically they're favored to win this. Smash Dash has been in Master all season. Everest had to fight to get into Master in the Challenger Cup. And they just continue to get better and better. So Conrad with it now, sending it up to the ceiling. This drive from Steffo, but Sendo getting the stun.
And, well, as our sideline caster JG had mentioned earlier on, too, I mean, Smash Dash is favored on the connoisseur vote on our website, which, hold on, because that shot might have been a gorgeous one. But the fan vote, the connoisseur vote, yeah, Smash Dash favored. They have a little bit of a better record here, but both teams, they both need this win here in the late season. And going in, but Lil Rad denied. Bad Elmo clears.
And this is a chance for Everest. They will get down court. They will have that shot, and they will take it and make it for the 3. Martin the third is going to put his team in the lead by 1 point. And Martin the third, I believe, is the captain.
Yeah, Martin III, one of the longest tenured players here in Echo Arena, period. Of course, the scene exploding the last year or so, thanks to the Quest and the Quest 2 versions of Echo VR, Echo Arena. But we talk about, I mean, basically Martin III here and Sendo Target. They've been there since beta days of PC, so we're almost 4 years at this point. And these players, they're well familiar with each other and this top tier division.
And it just goes to show how much his experience can carry through. He developed this team, he built this team, he captained it. And like I said earlier, they get better every week. It's such a pleasure to watch them. And I enjoy seeing what Martin III has done with his team.
Yeah, and for people who are curious to kind of see what Martin III can do for his team, and just in general, makes a lot of great videos there on YouTube as well, creating content to help teach and just teach kind of the mindsets and mechanics of the long-time players of this league. So for those watching across venues or Twitch or wherever you happen to be, and if you're not so familiar and you want to get a look at it, well, look at that. There's Steffo from Bad Elmo. You can kind of get a look at these master players by watching their content online.
Absolutely. So 30 seconds on the clock. Now in the lead after upsetting Smash Dash in the first round is Everest. This is it. This is going to come down to the wire for Smash Dash. They have 1 possession attempt. They need a 3 to tie this up. They need a 3 to go into overtime and then have a chance to force this round 3. It will be picked up on defense. Stage is going to get stunned out. That's going to be slapped out by Everest. It will be picked up and cleared through, and that might be it. Less than 8 seconds. This is going to be a massive upset in favor of Everest.
Yeah, had a couple chances there, but unable to wrangle the disc, and clutching down on the defensive end was the side of Everest, and that is decisive in this 2-round match. And Everest really happy here to get their win, Master Tier, their second one, I believe. And over to the sidelines as we prep for our next match as well. JG, what'd you think?
I mean, yeah, for a lot of the time, Everest had a very tight defense and offense, and the only time that Smash Dash could really get into getting a potential goal is when they got really close to that goal. As you said before, is we had perfect placements on that goal, making slam dunks behind that goal, and that's what caused them to get those opportunities and get those points. But obviously, I think the stress might have gotten to him. As one of you guys said, is that once venues can be something super scary, and if you have a bunch of eyes watching on you, then it can be really worrisome to see what's going to happen. And maybe Everest is just getting that train down and just figuring out everything because their chemistry is really well. They're working together, getting those passes through, and they had a huge possession, and they just had, well, during that round they had a huge possession, all that, and we just had a huge clutch up from both sides as there was a great possession times and all that, but with everything, it was crazy to see the complete change up from Smash Dash as they start to have those open threes and open opportunities. But by the end of this game, Everest just had that tight defense and that tight offense and just continuously push through. And you don't have to be fast to get good goals and be in Master Team. If you know how to play the game correctly, then you could be super slow and still get some great points, taking that opportunity and breaking up those stacks, causing you to get higher and higher up in that division, possibly even winning VRML.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And with not only the pressure of venues, of course, and that extra visibility, but the pressure of just the end of season play and really trying to end out and go into those later games, the finals, Challenger Cups, etc., with some good positive momentum behind you. So with that, we do have some more matches coming up, of course. Next up, we're going to have ourselves Kronos, who we did see very recently as well, versus Gyro, who is a team back in Season 2 for EU, Rookie Cup winners as just as well. But coming in here, more experienced than ever, and going up against a very tough on-the-rise team in Kronos, who just formed about midway through the season. So with a quick intermission, we'll be right back, and do stay tuned.